tea.
Yeah.
Show my mug.
This feels so good on my throat.
Yeah, it's so good for you, especially with the honey.
You put honey in it?
Yeah.
I don't even like honey.
Did you put honey in mine?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Can you have honey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I always put a little bit of honey because it really coats your throat. That's why I drink tea, honestly, because I be sounding like Barry White.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta warm up my throat.
I do.
And that the tea, the warmness helps like soothe it, and then the honey like coats it, so then I don't sound, you know.
Yeah, I sound like Barry White, especially after a night of singing.
Yeah,
in the morning, it's like.
Hello.
I was like, text me. Just text me. But I was just so excited about my new Liza cup.
It's
like
pretty.
This is literally the dopest like emoji thing that I've ever seen ever, because it literally looks just like her.
Yeah.
Like tattoos, face,
Absolutely.
big old weight. So love my Liza. I need to be getting up in there so I can get tightened up, you know what I mean?
Tell me about it.
She'll get you right though, man. She just did a 12-week challenge with her cousin. She lost 22 pounds, like 10 to 15 inches all over.
Oh my.
And you know, we're still all busy.
Yeah.
You know, but she made time, and Liza be on it. She'll text you every day.
That's good. I need one of those.
Yeah, she's.
Where you going? When you coming? Where you at?
Right.
Come on. Let's go. I need that.
Yeah.
I don't have that, and so.
I know, but that's because you're in Omaha now.
Oh no! I don't know. I know. Even before, I don't know.
I feel like, you know, we trained with Pat.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah.
I lost so much weight. I got right.
Mhm.
Right.
But I feel like that boxing workout is just it's
Yeah.
different.
It
you know?
is all that core
Yeah.
exercise. Oh,
And all the cardio, and you don't feel like you're like running. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
But-
you definitely feel it afterwards. You like,
Right.
oh.
All right, so we're gonna do a nice little flat iron. I just wanted to protect your hair before we put heat on it, so that's why I like your hair butter so much, because I just put it like middle to ends,
Mhm.
just like maybe like for your hair, probably like a nickel size. Really rub it in middle to ends, and then blow dry it smooth, and then that helps the flat iron process. And then I just take little sections and make it all smooth.
So there's hair butter for like protecting your hair too?
Yeah, hair butter is amazing. So that is why we have Ty here today to talk about how amazing it is, because she's been making it for how long?
Grip. Like
The grip.
Wow.
You know
Yeah.
it's a long time. You can't even say like.
yeah, I've just been the grip. That's a long time. Probably close to 20 years.
So I remember in 2009, I was getting ready to open my own salon, and I'm like, I want to have like some female boss ladies. I want to have some organic products, like, because I love kind of like the Aveda feel, you
Mhm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I hit you up and I'm like, girl, you be having them sets, you be having that sugar scrub having me feel some type of way. And you were like, yeah, cool. So you start bringing all the sets in, and then you come up with this hair butter. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? No, but you called it braid butter. Remember?
Oh.
You called it braid butter because I was doing a lot of braids.
Yeah.
A lot of braids.
I was like, this is what you need.
Yes.
Braid
And it's
butter.
the thing is, I mean, just your hair right now, it's so manageable. So this is perfect to have before you do braids, because it's conditioning, it smooths the hair out, and then you can actually get your fingers through it. You can braid it so much quicker.
Yeah.
But braids are a protective style.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people don't really realize that. They think it's just like a cute style. Well, I like to put a lot of the hair product in there so that it's kind of just like deep conditioning the whole time, you know? But yeah, so you made that braid butter, but then I ended up using it in my hair when it was curly, and my curls was looking so good. And so then I was like, let's talk about this. Like, can this only be for braids or what?
No,
So,
it is multi-purpose. It
Yes.
is. And that's the good thing about it also, I think, is that it is multi-purpose. You can use it for so many things. Like you said, for braiding, for curly styles, wash and go in the summer times. If you color your hair a lot, if you're doing a lot of highlighting and heat styling, it really does a good job on moisturizing the hair, helping protect those ends. You know, I've noticed that, I mean, hairstylists probably aren't gonna like this too much, but I noticed that when I use hair butter faithfully on my hair, my ends, they stay nice for a long time.
yeah.
You know?
Especially if you're not putting a lot of heat to it or color. then it's it helps your hair grow, and because it keeps your ends conditioned and they don't break off, but it repairs it if you, like me, who does color your hair and put heat on it. So like, you know, it's tea time. You know, I was gonna ask you, like, we don't need the recipe, but like, what's in hair butter? Like, what makes it so dope? Like, what?
You know, I just think it's just the naturalness of it with the coconut oil and the olive oil. I think those two main ingredients, I think that they're just very beneficial. They penetrate into the scalp. It doesn't have things, no mineral oil, nothing that's going to just lay on your scalp. These things are going to get into your hair, get into your scalp. So it's, you know, aloe is very good for your skin. It's very good for your hair. You know, I just think things like that. You know, I don't have a lot of ingredients, and that's the thing. You don't need a lot of ingredients. And when you see products that have like these lengthy words and description, or, you know, ingredients this long, it's totally unnecessary. It's doing too much. And when you use products that have lots of chemicals in them, they actually do things to the inside of your body, the way that your body works, your organs, functions, things like that. When you have chemicals that are on your hair, that are on your skin, all that stuff penetrates into your body.
Your body.
Yes.
So yeah, a lot of people are going, you know, organic and all the things, and I'm like, we've been organic.
Yeah.
We've been in the kitchen.
Right. We've been in the lab,
yes.
the kitchen for a while. I know. Yep.
So yeah, what's up, ladies? How are you?
Pretty good.
Doing good? You enjoying your tea time? It tastes good?
It's hot.
It's still warm?
Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah, tell me a joke.
How do camels hide?
How do camels hide? In their camelback?
No.
And what?
With their camouflage.
With their
Camouflage. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
So, how did you decide to come up with the tea time? Because this is good. I really like it a lot.
So really, I have just been encouraged. Well, okay, let me rewind. We were way ahead of our time. Royce and I had this conversation. Royce came out with that fragrance.
Yeah.
He wanted to have like a whole photo shoot and all the things. And he brought us to the apartment. He had all the cameras and the lights. And I was doing makeup and I was doing hair. And I was like, this is dope. Like, this is a good idea. And then when I did open the salon, I had a friend who was a filmmaker, and he did a couple YouTube videos for me, and it was like how to do makeup and maybe how to color hair or something, but I just was never really consistent with it. So then I just went to a lot of like business classes, leadership classes, and YouTube. So where's that? Like, everybody wants to watch the tutorials, everybody wants to learn how to do all the things, and they're going to YouTube. And so I'm looking at my kids and like what they're watching, YouTube. And so I kind of just started at the salon doing lives, just going live just to kind of get comfortable in front of the camera. But I was born a star, so that wasn't going to take too hard. But yeah, so like that kind of like got me more comfortable. And then a friend gave me the opportunity and just kind of ran with it. But I love tea. I drink tea every day. I believe it has healing benefits. And I never have really been a coffee person, so I love tea. And then at the salon and at the house, like that's what we do. We get the tea, you know. So we are
tea,
you know,
tea.
Yeah, like we're talking at the salon, but when you're at the house, like it's more
raw.
It's like, you know, it's not PG-13 as much. So
right.
But yeah, and then I mean, like I just have some like awesome friends and, you know, fellow business owners and stuff like that I just really like to promote and encourage to keep doing their thing, because it's been inspiring to me and it's really kept me going in my journey. So that was a long ass answer, but
that's okay. But that's what it's about.
Cheers,
you know,
to tea time.
Absolutely.
But you be having some tea.
Oh, yeah.
You've had a lot of things happen in your life, especially just this year,
Yes.
that are, I mean,
Mhm.
they've been tea worthy. So
Yeah.
why don't you talk about like some of those things that you've kind of experienced this year?
Well, I did experience a tremendous tragedy with my house burning down to the ground,
How, like,
which was not
yeah,
good.
not
Not
at
good.
all.
You know, but I tell you, when you go through those tough things, as long as you keep faith, I mean, it bounces back, you know. So it was hard. It was very detrimental, but
So like you leave your house, you come back, it's on fire.
Yes.
Like
yes.
you're like, what do I do?
Go get my girls from school, come home, smoke alarms going off, just have enough time to run in and grab the guinea pigs and be out. And that was it. It was not expected at all.
Right.
So
were you able to salvage any of your items?
I was able to salvage some things that were in the basement, things that didn't get water and smoke damage. But pretty much, I would say 85% of everything was gone.
Man.
Good, thank goodness I'm like the tote queen. I love totes.
You do.
Because those things didn't get damaged.
Good.
And I have some great friends that came through and helped and went in that terribly ravaged, smoke-filled house and helped me get some things out. And I'm telling you, God is good. God is good.
Yeah, I'm just lucky you guys weren't there. Like,
oh my gosh.
I'm not lucky. You're lucky. We're all lucky that you guys weren't there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, because of that, a lot of things have changed for you. So
a lot of things have happened. I've moved to Omaha. I feel like I needed to move in that direction anyway. I work there a lot. My boyfriend lives there. Just, sometimes when things happen, you're just like, okay, maybe it's just time to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what happened. And that was a very good thing. Although everything is popping off in Lincoln now that I moved to Omaha.
I don't know about that, but there's some things popping in Omaha. We got some things coming up in Omaha,
Yeah.
so we'll be up there.
And thank goodness it's not far.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of people think it's far, but like for me to drive from the north side of Lincoln to the south side of Lincoln, it takes about the same amount of time to drive from the north side of Lincoln to Omaha.
Okay, heavy foot.
Right. 37 minutes. I can get there.
Yeah. Yeah. I live out west, so
Oh,
from there to here is pretty quick. I'm like, dang, I'm here already?
Yeah. So you talked about your new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Oh.
Or not.
Yeah. What do you
It's
want to
tea
know?
time.
It's tea time.
What do you want to tell? What's his name? What's he do? How'd you meet? All the things.
Yep.
You listen to Alicia Keys like Malachi?
Right.
Malachi, I swear, like Malachi's like, you need to chill. And I'm like, bruh, it is not 1990. He was like, Alexa, play End of the Road.
Hey.
I was like,
but you know what?
no.
I'd rather him listen to that than a lot of the alternatives that he could be listening to.
No, but see, the difference is, I listen to it because it brings me back to a place I was young, I had no bills, like, yeah, that's my jam,
Right,
you know?
right.
He's listening to this, he's in love, and I don't want nobody in love in high school.
Oh, I know.
Because Malachi has a new boo, which I'm excited. She's a really good girl.
He's like,
We're about to
she
see her
is.
soon.
I like Parker.
I like Parker too. I haven't really got to talk to Parker, but if she can handle Malachi, she's gotta be a real one. Like, she's gotta be.
Aw,
Yeah.
poor Malachi, you're like, Mom.
I know, it's all good. But so tell me about John, because John gotta be a real one who can handle you because you have hair butter, you have singing, you have kids, you have like you're doing all the things. And so tell me about
when I met John, I wasn't really ready to meet anybody. I mean, had some issues before. Relationships obviously don't work out, just like everybody. And I was just chilling. Me and my kids, the end. Didn't want nobody, need nobody, none of that. And I just prayed one day. I was just like, God, I'm not ready right now. But if you want to bring me somebody, would you please bring me somebody that has these qualities. I named off about 7 things, you know, and I mean, they were real things, you know, things when you get older, you don't worry about, you know, God, let him be fine, let him be this and that. No, when you get older and you really know what's really real and what's really important in life, you know, you start asking for things like somebody who's caring, somebody who's compassionate, somebody who's generous, understanding, somebody who is God-fearing, somebody who, you know, and then of course at the end you throw in those things like
Right,
let him
like-
be handsome and let him be, you know, this,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I asked, let him have a job that he's had for a long time.
Mhm.
You know, he don't have to be rich.
Stability,
Just let him
right.
have a job he's had for a long time. And I tell you what,
You got your wish list?
I got the wish list and I was so surprised and I was not expecting it, but you know what? I was gladly accepting it.
Yes, I'm accepting it too. I met him and he was very, very kind. So
He's very nice. The kids love him. He's a very great man.
that's dope. I'm happy for you. Dating like when you're older is so different now. Like
Mhm.
so different. Hold on, where do you want your part at?
Just right here. I think this is where
Okay.
I normally do it.
Yeah, it's so different, you know? Like, it used to be like, oh, my friend's gonna introduce me to one of their coworkers or somebody at my, you know, church or somebody at my gym, like, I'm gonna hook you up or whatever.
Mhm.
Now it's like, you gotta download an app.
Right. Well,
You gotta create
Right.
a login.
yeah. Well, and the good thing is actually I was introduced to him by a friend
Okay.
of his, somebody that he's known for 30 years, a friend of mine, somebody that I've known for at least 10, 12 years. And it's kind of good when that happens
Yeah, it's
because that
great.
person, especially if it's somebody who genuinely cares about you as a person, you know,
Mhm.
because they're not going to bring you somebody who's about nothing. They're going to bring you somebody who's about something,
Right.
who they know, okay, I think this could work.
Yeah.
So, and it just, you know, I'm telling you, he'd never been to the Omaha Lounge before, but he has not missed a Friday night at the Omaha Lounge
Ever
since
since?
for over a year.
What?
A year and
He's your
4
number
months.
one
he's
fan.
my number 1 fan.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Shout out to John.
Shout out to you, John.
Drink. Here we go. Drink.
We're gonna drink to you, John.
So tell me about the Omaha Lounge.
Omaha Lounge is on 15th and Farnham,
Okay.
and it is a very chill, very smooth spot where we play jazz, R&B, blues. Goes down every Friday night from 8:30 to 11:30.
Okay.
And myself, Ed Archibald, Tommy Wells, Ed Archibald, saxophone player,
Okay.
Tommy Wells, bass player, Andre Stennis, drums, and Michael Adams on keys. And we do that every Friday, and it is,
Jam.
yes,
I'll
I
have to
love
check
it.
y'all out.
I've
So,
been,
like, what kind of, like, I mean, I know you said all of that music, but do you have a few songs that are just, like, kind of in rotation and you
Yeah.
get some requests for?
yeah, I do definitely some Sade, John Legend, definitely. We do a variety. I mean, from Etta James to Drake. I mean,
Oh.
it's such a big mixture of stuff that it's really good. And we have a lot of people that are loyal followers, and then we have a lot of people that just walk by and they hear the music and they're just like, they weren't even thinking about the Omaha Lounge, and next thing you know, they're in the Omaha Lounge partying,
Mm-hmm.
and then they become a regular.
Mhm.
So that it's just really great, and it's just
Yeah.
something I love to do.
Yeah, it kind of, that kind of happened to me with the Storm Cellar. So I was invited there by a friend in March, and it was just open mic night. And they're like, come out, let's just check it out. You know, I think there's some dope artists there. And I got to see Jonathan Leach. Have you heard him?
I have.
Man, I
Mhm.
was like, what? Where did you come from?
Right.
And so then, you know, just like it's a chill spot. They have like, tonight they have Johnny's Jam. On Mondays they have the Foundation with Lucas is in that band.
Okay.
And it's very similar. It's just real chill, great music. Everybody loves it.
I'll have to go there sometime.
Yeah, you're always welcome.
Your hair looks so healthy.
Yes,
I'm
it
telling
looks
you, I'm
so
looking at the
good.
shine
Yes.
from the top.
And literally,
I'm
this
like-
is one product that we use. Like one product, Thai
What is that?
Pilates,
Hey, bud.
oatmeal, milk and honey, oat milk and honey hair butter. This has been a fragrance for 10 years.
It's been
Because I've given this, I put it on tattoos.
Yeah.
I've given it to babies, like baby
Mhm.
showers. Like this is like the perfect scent because it's very neutral.
Mhm.
And I mean, seriously, like look at this hair. It was just a little bit of hair butter before I blow dried, and just a nice flat iron. But you have great hair anyway, so that always really
Well,
helps. But-
thank you. But I mean, I like how it's not frizzy, you know, because sometimes, you know, when you flat iron and you get all them.
Dry.
Yep. Well, and so here's what I like to tell people too. So this looks really nice. Tonight you might want to put it in like a loose ponytail.
Mhm.
You could put it in a bonnet or you can wrap it. But then tomorrow or the next day it might start to get a little frizzy because of the shower or getting hot or whatever. So you can just take about like a dime size amount. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna show. In your hand, rub it in, and then middle to ends, just really work it in right there. And what that's gonna do is just give it some more shine, kind of calm those ends down, and then you don't even really have to re-flat iron. You can just re-blow dry it. Because I mean, I'm a person who's all about like healthy hair, but I'm also a person who likes to flat iron their hair and curl their hair. And I'm like, as long as you're using good products, keep your heat on your flat iron down. And if you have to touch it up, use a brush and a blow dryer rather than a flat iron. Don't ever be like trying to flat iron your edges. That's what edge control is for.
Mhm.
And then you'd be good to go. So now that I've showed how to do some straight hair with hair butter, I want to show how to do some curly hair.
All right.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
You're welcome. You're
Oh,
welcome.
yeah.
That was great.
Bring it over here, boo.
Let me take out this AirPod.
How you feeling? What are you doing on that iPod? iPad?
All
Huh?
this lighting.
I know. It's nice.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoa.
Kenzie.
Hello.
Goddaughter of mine.
My hair's about to have a nice little.
Yes. Halo. You're a little angel. So, today we just shampooed, put hair butter, and let it air dry. So that is literally like the wash and go. That's kind of what you'll get with this. We love our scrunchie, so it's down, and then it's up, and then it's down, and it's to
all
the
the
side,
time, all
and it's half
the time.
up. But when you have a scrunchie, which is good for your hair, when you have hair butter, which is good, then you can keep it looking good. But say like day 2, you don't want to shampoo your hair and do it all over again. You just want to juice the curls, I call it. Then you'll just use a little bit of milkshake. And this, again, just like middle to ends, because that's really
Oh,
the
that
only
smells
part,
good.
only part that needs it. Yeah, girl. And I just do probably a little bit around my face because usually it gets a little sad from laying down.
And it's already, yeah, look at it.
And it's just from pulling it back and laying down and stuff. But instead of using water, like this is just so good to kind of wet it and kind of revive your curls. And then just to, again, contain your curls, just use, and a little bit goes a long way. Like this little jar is about 3 ounces, 4 ounces, 4 ounces. It's $11 and it will last you, depending on if you use it sparingly, at least 2 to 3 months. And so that is very cost effective, especially with all of the products that are out for curly hair. You can find some really high end ones that still don't work as good as this hair butter. And I swear by it, 10 years. 10 years. And look at that. Look at how shiny and curly and like the definition of your curls now.
I have a whole bunch of different curl patterns in.
You do.
Like right
Most
here.
people do, yeah.
It's like super loose. And then up here, especially in the back, super
Mhm.
tight curl.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, it smells like almond.
That smells good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's talk, kids. Like, how's school going?
Fine.
You had your pre-ACT today.
Yes, I did.
How was that? How are you feeling about that?
I don't know. I was anxious at first, but it wasn't that bad.
Anxious about what?
About like test taking is scary. Cause like it just is,
'Cause
and
you
it's
don't know what
super
to
like
expect, or-
structured too. And like when things are structured, it just is like makes me think it's more serious,
Mhm.
and then that stresses me out.
Yeah.
But like if it's a regular, like just a regular test, like a math test or something like that, it doesn't seem as like serious to me. So it's not as like scary.
Right. So the Creative CT was good.
Yeah.
You had extra time, except for which one?
Oh, science. The science one was hard.
So that's the one you're gonna have to focus on preparing
Yes.
for.
Talking about, they were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird though.
So also, you just killed it at Hopes and Dreams. You emceed the whole night. I was like, I cried an eyelash off. I was like, I'm so proud of you. I was like, oh my gosh. But like, how does that feel? There's 300 people.
Yeah.
300 people in that room. You were in front of everybody. Not only did you tell your story, you edified your mom. You talked about our program. Like, you killed it. You were so brave.
I
So-
think at first it was like nerve-wracking and scary, but then like you always say, like when you're talking about it's your life, like it's your story, like
Right.
it's not you can like mess your own story up or like no one can tell you your story's wrong.
That I've said that
So
always.
like that just made me like remember that, like I don't know, and knowing that it's not, no one's judging you, like knowing you can be comfortable.
Mhm.
It really helped me through like the whole thing. But yeah, talking about your personal life isn't always like the easiest thing too, in front of people that are like just randoms.
So do you think it's easier to talk about your personal life in front of people you don't know or people you know?
I would say people I know, because like if I know you and like I know, cause like it's kind of like boundaries, I guess. Like you know what you can say in front of certain people, you know what you can't say in front of certain people, stuff like that.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I feel like it's almost easier to tell my story in front of people that don't know me because they don't know if I'm like, like nervous or, I don't know.
If it's just
Well, it's like when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's what yeah.
So yeah. But that was super good. I'm proud of you. You did great. And I called like a smooth 30 people to follow up about the event.
Mhm.
And I want to tell you 8 out of 10 people. So what is that? 8 out of, so 8 times 3 is 27. So 20, I don't know, a lot of people, 24. So 24 out of
If you have to take it to the math, just say 8 out of 10 and be good.
but seriously, like every a lot of people. I know. Look at him.
You're like,
We're not gonna get on him because this is not a roast show. If he wants to have a different type of show, then he can take that up. But everybody, I was like, whose story? Whose story? They were like, I love Diamond's story, but I love Kinsey. I love how she just got up there and told it and da da da. And everybody's like, I love Kinsey. I love how the kids did the program. And
Yeah.
that's literally
That was
what
yeah.
they
Nicole
said.
told me that too. I was surprised. I was like,
Really?
what? I thought that like I was like really messing up, and I had jitters. But like when the other people can't really see like what you're saying, they don't know if you're gonna mess up or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me feel better.
Yeah, you're dope. Do you want to do my edges? You want to teach me how to do edges?
Yes, I do.
That's something I don't know how to. Well, I just haven't really tried to learn. Yeah.
this is like their age.
Yeah,
She's
like
a little
everybody's
edge
on the
queen
edge
over
game.
here.
So this is exciting. I'm always the one giving the hair and makeup, and now I get to get it.
Okay,
But that's why I love you, because you're gonna take over everything that I do and
It's
do
so
it way
funny.
better.
It's so funny how they're trying to teach us and tell us how we're doing it wrong when we've been rocking baby hair and edges since way back.
J-Lo was like 50. Okay, she's been having them baby hairs for a minute. Like we've been knowing about baby hairs. Okay, so what do you want me to do?
just like put it back so it's not in the way.
Do you want to turn this way or what?
Right here first.
Okay.
Okay, so she uses like this edge gel stuff.
That's
I
what
like to
use.
use Eco. Yeah, I use Eco Styling Gel. You're not a fan? Are you not a
I'm
fan?
not a fan.
I'm not a
Why?
fan, but I
Hey,
want to
we're
know
not-
what you do.
Okay,
You are?
so basically, like, I'm really a fan because I know a lot of people that use Eco Styling Gel and like flakes kind of around because like they're like trying to be like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they use too much.
Sometimes it's because you use too much, or it's because you just mess with it too much.
Mhm.
And
And
sometimes
I be doing that. Sometimes it does flake, but that's if I use a whole bunch. But anyway, I'll take a little bit because we're just talking about
Okay.
But anyway, so you just put it on the sides, and instead of like swooping it like out, like most people do them down, and it really bothers me. Like that and that. Like
Oh, you don't like that?
no, definitely not.
Oh.
You gotta do like this. Watch. Okay, so you put the Eco on, and then your edges. Since your hair, how long has your hair been in?
Just like 8, 9 days.
So you swoop it down first, and I usually use my phone.
Hold on, give me my phone so I can watch what you're doing.
There you go. And then go like that. Swoop it back.
So you know what this really is? A finger wave. And do you know that I paid thousands of dollars for someone to teach me how to do a finger wave at College of Hair Design?
Why?
Well, I mean, it's just part of your orientation.
And they're tough.
Yeah, they're very hard.
They're and
Oh yeah, and you use a toothbrush.
So I see those edge brushes though. You don't like those?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, they're just
Go out there.
yeah.
well, tell us why.
Because
Yeah.
it's just like so uncomfortable in your
It
hands. You have to
is.
like hold it like this.
And then the comb part is like
it's just a
irrelevant.
waste. But
Yeah.
Just get an old toothbrush and you're good.
And then you can make a little curl here, but not this first. Your edges are kind of harder to do because your hair's not free. Like
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and you know, like a lot of y'all don't be wearing makeup, and so like
Yeah.
I wonder, like, you know, do you have to be careful with that?
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. And then this side.
Dang, am I cute? Oh.
That kind of looks weird, but it's okay. It doesn't look bad. It just looks like
Because I don't do my edges. Because I don't have a flat forehead. I have a 3 head. It's smaller.
this side's about to look better. It's always like one
Oh,
side's better than the other
it's
side.
so small.
My head is really small.
Yeah,
My
so go like
forehead is
this.
Very
Mine's
small.
big.
Go like that.
I know. It's
There's
Mine's
3.
a nice little
Oh,
8,
yeah.
5.
let's see. Well, where are we measuring from? The top of the eyebrow? Where are we measuring
Yeah,
from?
I don't
This
know.
side's about to look so much better. I like doing. This is like the bigger
Oh my goodness.
swoops, but this is the smaller.
Mine is.
Smaller one?
I like doing a small one.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it just depends on what my hair is looking like. If my hair's like this, I'll do the small ones because like I like doing them into the squares.
Yeah.
'Cause then it
So,
looks
do you do this every day, or do you do this and wrap it, and then it looks nice in the morning?
I actually sometimes I'll get in the shower at night, get out, and then do my edges and go to sleep, and then like I'll wake up and it'll be fine because my hair is like really fine. Like it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to wrap it.
I wish my girls would do their hair at night.
No.
So morning time is not.
See, look how much better that looks.
Hold on. What is this?
It's
I don't
gonna be
like
a swoop. It's gonna look good. I
I'll wrap
promise.
it up. do
It won't
that
look
one.
crazy. I
And
won't.
then
I won't
we
let you
can
look crazies. I promise.
Oh no. I'm not gonna put school. I have.
A little swoop like that. There you go.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's better already, see?
Yeah, it does look good. I like
But
it.
mine be sometimes like mine are bigger.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you just have been practicing for a while, so it just depends.
yeah. But that looks good.
Yes, thank you so much. It's funny how, just a toothbrush and some $3 gels can have you feeling like $1 million.
All right. I'm telling you, get them edges laid.
Yeah. Well, that was a wonderful tea time with all my friends. Like, I feel like that went really fast. It's time to go get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? We have a
Friday.
lot going on at the salon. We are planning tomorrow. I'm going to finish the event and stuff, our Small Business Saturday. So I think that's the end of November, right after Thanksgiving. We're going to open up Sweet Jane. We're going to have music, food, a handful of local businesses. We're going to have giveaways, discounts, gift baskets, all kinds of things. And we're also going to have incentives for gifts of love. If you bring a new gift to give to City Impact's Gifts of Love, then we're going to give you a discount on your products. So I'm really excited for our event, Small Business Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. And
What day is
then
that again?
it's, I don't know, the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I think a lot of people will be traveling, which is fine, but we're going to honor anybody who wants to order that day, wants to make appointments that day. If we have discounts and stuff, we'll honor it if they hit us up that day. So I think that's about it for our tea time tonight. I want to hear some feedback from people. We're changing up the time. We're going to have more than just one guest. What do you need? Just a hug. We're going to have all the love.